Alright guys, this is going to be a real quick video on how to fix holes on plastic panels without having to buy a new one. On this particular panel, I had a base knob on the truck. I don't want that to be seen any longer, and so I'm just going to fix these holes and just try to make it look as stock as possible without anyone noticing that it was there previously. Alright, so we have the panel here, and this is ABS plastic. If you look on the back of there, it says ABS on there. If you look somewhere along your plastic panel, it'll say what type of plastic it is. So what I have here is a handle that I was going to trash, but this is ABS plastic as well. So what I'm going to be doing is using this plastic as filler material while I use the soldering iron to melt it, and then we're going to make it into one piece and try to make it as best as we can, as flat as possible. Afterwards, going to be sanding it a little bit as well, but I'm going to start with working on the rear and then we'll work on the front. So the back right now is finished up, and that's how it's gonna look. It's not too bad, you know, you're not gonna see that, of course. And then that is how the front is looking. I'm gonna get started on there. I'm not gonna try to make it as big as the front, just try to make it as minimal as possible just to get a flat surface. And then of course going to be sanding a little bit, try to get that as flat as possible to the panel. But also on the soldering iron I'm using, it does have a little bit of a flat tip on there, if you guys could see it. So I am using that to try to level as much as possible that I can. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the front now. What I did right now, I just used some painter's tape, some blue painter's tape, and just kind of section it off on where I'm going to be sanding. Right here I have some 220 grit, which I'm going to use to knock down the high spots of the plastic, and we'll see how it comes out. So you guys saw me put a little bit more plastic on there and re-sand it back down. For the final sand, I did use a 600 grit sandpaper just to get some of those scratch marks out. Now I have everything taped up. I'm going to get ready to paint it just to kind of blend everything on in. And the paint I use, especially for the black panels, is from Sem Color Coat. This is the 15013 Londe Black. This one works very well for sure with the Hondas, with the interior. I'm pretty sure it's going to work very well with the Ford interior. You can see everything has been sanded down, and you know, it's good to go. There is a little bit of sandpaper scratch marks, but with this color coat, it gives it a little bit of texture, so you're not even going to see those in the plastic. So I'm just going to shake it up a bit and put about 2 coats, and we should be good like that. You saw me retape it just because I didn't like how the line came out when I tried to blend it. But there it is right there. Obviously the paint is going to have a sheen to it, but right now you're looking at the plastic pretty bare with no oils on it. So when I put some Meguiar's on it, it's going to blend right in, and you're not going to be able to tell that it was painted. But you see where the knob used to be right there, but it's much better than it was before. You can do a better job. I've done some other jobs that are not noticeable at all, but you know, right now I am being a little bit picky just because we are focusing on the plastic, but once it's in the car, it's going to look much better. So I'm going to put some Meguiar's on it and we'll take another look at it. So the piece is installed in the truck and it looks very nice, to be quite honest, man. Right now, don't even notice the base knob that it was repaired previous. You know, once it's in the vehicle and once you're about doing your thing, you're not focusing on the little piece of plastic right there. Someone may notice it every now and then, but it looks very nice in my opinion so far. See it from there. Take a look on the other side. I took the sunshade off as well, but taking a look at it right here, really do not even notice the panel being fixed right there, because you can see the sheen, but in person, really not even noticeable. Take a look. But alright guys, so there you have it, fixing plastic holes, plastic cracks, whatever you guys may have. Just try to blend it as much as possible, and just know it does look much better once it is in the vehicle. You're not really focusing on it so much, but of course this is a video about fixing plastic, fixing holes. So if you're really trying to get super critical, there it is right there. But once you're in the vehicle, you're out and about, not even noticing. Looks very nice. Subscribe, rate, comment, let me know how I did, and check me out on my other videos.